Imagine a seed buried deep within the earth. It has known darkness and hardship. It has been trampled upon, its potential underestimated. Yet this seed possesses an indomitable spirit. It pushes through the weight of the soil, reaching for the sunlight. This seed, my friends, is Africa, a continent bursting with potential, resilience woven into its very essence. Africa is a land of vibrant cultures, breathtaking landscapes, and a people renowned for their warmth and tenacity. It is a continent that has weathered countless storms, from the transatlantic slave trade to colonialism's brutal grip. And yet, it endures, it thrives. Like the resilient seed, it rises. Africa's story is not one of despair, but of hope. It is a testament to the unyielding spirit of its people, a spirit that refuses to be broken. It is this spirit that will propel Africa towards a brighter future, a future where it takes its rightful place on the world stage. Africa's past is scarred by the wounds of colonialism. The Berlin Conference of 1884 to 85 stands as a stark reminder of this dark chapter. European powers, driven by greed and a sense of superiority, carved up the continent like a prize, with no regard for the existing cultures and communities they shattered. This scramble for Africa's resources continued for decades, leaving behind a legacy of exploitation and underdevelopment. The Cold War brought new challenges, as superpowers used the continent as a battleground for their ideological conflicts, often propping up dictators and fueling internal strife. Even with the end of colonialism and the Cold War, the exploitation didn't cease. Neocolonialism, a more insidious form of control, took root. International institutions, often influenced by former colonial powers, imposed policies that perpetuated Africa's dependence on the West. Despite the immense challenges, Africa's spirit never truly broke. From the very beginning, resistance movements emerged. Leaders rose, their voices echoing across the continent, demanding freedom and self-determination. Think of the Ashanti warriors, who fought bravely against British rule, or the Mau Mau uprising in Kenya. These acts of defiance, both big and small, demonstrate the unwavering spirit of the African people. They refuse to be mere pawns in a global game controlled by others. This spirit of resistance continues today. Across the continent, activists, artists, and everyday citizens are raising their voices against injustice, demanding accountability, and fighting for a future where Africa is no longer relegated to the sidelines. They are writing their own narratives, reclaiming their stories, and shaping their own destinies. Section 4. A new scramble for the feast. The world order is changing. The rise of China, India, and other emerging economies has shifted the balance of power. This presents both opportunities and challenges for Africa. China, in particular, has become a major investor in infrastructure and development projects across the continent. While this engagement brings much needed investment, it is crucial for Africa to engage with these new partners with caution and a clear vision. We must ensure that these partnerships are mutually beneficial, that they lead to sustainable development, and that they do not result in a new form of dependency. Africa must learn from its past. We cannot afford to be passive players in this new scramble for resources and influence. We must be active participants, shaping the terms of engagement and ensuring that our interests are protected. Section 5. A house divided. While external forces have undoubtedly played a role in shaping Africa's trajectory, we must also acknowledge our own internal challenges. Conflict, corruption, and a lack of unity have hampered our progress. Too often, we see division where there should be unity, conflict where there should be cooperation. These divisions only serve to weaken us, making us vulnerable to exploitation from external forces. We must move beyond the divisions of the past and embrace a shared vision for the future. We must invest in education, healthcare, and infrastructure. We must create an environment where entrepreneurship can thrive and where innovation is nurtured. And we must do all of this while safeguarding our environment and preserving our rich cultural heritage for future generations. Section 6. Forging a path to the head of the table. The path forward is clear. Africa must unite. We must break free from the shackles of our past and embrace a future where we are not defined by the narratives of others, but by our own aspirations and achievements. We must invest in our people, empower our women, and unleash the incredible potential of our youth. We must embrace technology and innovation, using them as tools to drive progress and solve our most pressing challenges. We must demand a seat at the table of global decision-making. Our voices deserve to be heard, our perspectives valued, and our contributions recognized. We must be architects of our own destiny, not passive bystanders. Section 7. The sun rises over Africa. I see a future where Africa is a beacon of hope, a land of opportunity, and a global leader in innovation and sustainable development. I see a future where our children inherit a continent that is prosperous, peaceful, and united. The journey will not be easy. There will be challenges along the way, but I am confident that we will overcome them. Because the spirit of Africa, that indomitable seed, will not be denied. The time has come for Africa to rise, to claim its rightful place on the world stage, to lead the conversations about its future. The sun is rising over Africa, and a new dawn is breaking. And we, the children of this magnificent continent, will be ready to greet it.